Thank you, Susan. Can you see me?
Yep, you can see you and your screen, so I think you're good to go.
Okay. Hi, good morning and good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming to listen to my presentation. My name is Yasuharu Nishi. Please call me Nishi. I wish I were in Portland and I enjoyed voodoo donuts, but I'm in Tokyo and it's 2:30 a.m., the witching hour. Today, I'll demystify quality management for large-scale manufacturing to you modern testers. I hope you will get some insight to shift yourselves from tester to good quality assurance engineer and manager. First, please let me introduce myself. My primary work is a university professor on software testing and quality assurance in Japan. My secondary work is a consultant on software testing and quality assurance for various companies, automotive, industrial automation, consumer electronics, medical devices, and so on in over 20 years experience. And I am a shared community founder in Japan. I founded a mailing list, big conference, volunteer organization, Japanese ISTQB board, and ISO domestic committee. In addition, I'm originally from the community of Japanese TQM, Total Quality Management. It's like a mafia. No, I'm not a godfather. I'm just a good fella. Okay. How good or bad do you have impression about made in Japan? Maybe you have a vague impression that Japanese hardware manufacturers achieve high quality. But why such high quality? Because they have established sets of principles of quality management. First, it's called TQM, Total Quality Management. Second, it's Toyota Production System and Taguchi method, and so on. Based on these principles, Japanese manufacturers made their own quality management framework. And today, I will introduce TQM to you. Okay, students, let's go back to 1947, just after World War II. Japanese companies and factories were completely destroyed. And so people struggled to manufacture higher quality products. Then, who came to save Japan? Who? Superman? Batman? Iron Man? Captain America? No. Dr. Deming. He came to Japan to teach statistical quality control to Japanese factories. Next, Dr. Juran came to Japan in 1954. He taught company-wide applications of concepts of quality control. Based on Deming and Juran's seminars, Professor Kaoru Ishikawa led Japanese companies to grow up. Professor Ishikawa constructed TQM principles, formerly called TQC, Total Quality Control, expanding quality control concepts taught by Dr. Deming and Juran. And he organized TQM Mafia in Japan. So he is the godfather. By the way, do you know Professor Kano? He is very famous for the Kano model, even in software development, like attractive quality and must be quality. Professor Kano was a student of Professor Ishikawa, and Professor Kano is now famous a great guru in TQM Mafia. This picture is the history of lean manufacturing. Lean manufacturing is an origin of agile development. Dr. Deming, Juran, and Ishikawa played a very important role in lean manufacturing, and it has considerably affected agile development. So it means concepts of TQM will be similar to agile development. Well, are you yawning? Sorry, boring history lecture is finished. In next slide, let me introduce concepts of TQM in Japan. Oh my gosh, it's all in Japanese. You cannot read them, sorry. These are concepts of TQM in Japan in English, but little too many. So I summarized them into 4 concepts. These are mindsets in high quality manufacturers in Japan, I think. If you want to be a good quality assurance engineer or manager in software team, you should install these mindsets in yourself. First, you should journey into quality forever. Second, you should try to make everyone perseveringly smarter. Third, you must enhance confidence. And please nestle weakness. Okay, let's start to install these mindsets to you. There is an important question. What is quality? In software development, people often say, only users can judge quality. And you know Jerry Weinberg? Jerry said, quality is value to some person. Maybe some of you like this Weinberg's quality definition. But Japanese TQM thinks all types of quality matter. Oh, amazing, but it's conflict. All types of quality matter means quality consists of quality of products, quality of work, quality of services, quality of information, quality of process, quality of organization, quality of people from front lines to executives, quality of system, quality of policy, quality of management, etc. So quality assurance people in Japan think exhaustively what quality and whose quality we should consider. And there is another important question. Do users know quality? Do users know quality they want? Actually, not a single answer. It's a very difficult question. Do users know quality? Of course. So Japanese manufacturers have constructed process of getting feedbacks from users. Do users know quality? Yes. But 20 years ago, immediate feedback was technically impossible for hardware manufacturers. So Japanese manufacturers have simulated user. Do users know quality? Partly no, because users sometimes say, oh, I have never imagined such an excellent product. I have never imagined it. I have really wanted this. Do users know quality? No, because users can't know internal quality like product line friendly architecture. For the first answer, of course, Japanese manufacturers have constructed process of getting feedbacks from customers by customer support division, marketing division, or sometimes quality assurance division. You have seen a similar figure. For the second answer, yes, 20 years ago, some consumer electronics company built a real house in its factory site. And QA engineer, quality assurance engineers lived in the house as various simulated families. The factory quality assurance engineer said, "Hi, good morning, honey. How about coffee?" Is it strange? No. They were very serious to get feedback from customers. They were very serious. But now, manufacturers can use IT information technologies. Some Japanese manufacturers have already constructed or are starting to construct IT-based large feedback cycles. Some construction, mining, and agricultural machinery companies automatically collect field data and use them to improve their machinery and their customers' business. Some automotive companies have started to build CI/CD and DevOps cycles with real-world driving data. And some companies have begun to apply Scrum-like iterative hardware development with modular hardware design. For the third answer, partly no. And the last answer, no. Japanese quality manufacturers struggle to realize all types of quality in the long term. Of course, they have to make compromise and trade-off temporarily, but they have a strong will to realize all types of quality in the long term. By continuous kaizen, kaizen is a Japanese word meaning improvement. By continuous kaizen and innovation, it's conflict. In order to realize all types of quality in the long term, you quality assurance people always should walk around and should do whatever is necessary for quality, to talk to all stakeholders, to understand them, to make all people understand each other, to make all people think quality is everyone's mission, and to make all people realize all types of quality. It's never-ending journey of us quality assurance people. It's a never-ending journey. Let's move on the presentation. Japanese TKM thinks all types of quality matter. It includes quality of organization and people. So quality assurance people should ensure the organization makes itself perseveringly smarter by involvement with everyone, by good teamwork, by the concept of internal customers, and by multi-layered feedback cycles and front-loading. In addition, quality assurance people should ensure people make themselves perseveringly smarter. Japanese TKM says people will get perseveringly smarter in their journey into quality. So Japanese TQM includes methodologies which make people perseveringly smarter, such as statistics, 5 whys, 5-game methodology, and anti-patterns. From the organization view, in order that an organization makes itself perseveringly smarter, you should realize 4 mechanisms. First one is involvement with everyone. Do you know Benjamin Franklin? He is living in 100 US dollar notes. I'm changing a little of his saying. Beware of little lack of concern about quality. A small leak will sink a great ship. Yes, it's very important to involve everyone. Involve everyone. You should break silos of the mood that Oh, I'm a developer, so quality assurance is not my business. I'm a developer. You should break this type of silo. But one more important warning. Silos are not limited to developer. You tester might be chained in your silo. Second one is teamwork. Pair work or mob work will encourage people to Kaizen, improve quality by cross conversations. Mob Kaizen is called quality circle in TKM in Japan. Third one is considering internal customers. Your next process knows a lot of things to Kaizen your process. If you treat your next process as customers, you will be encouraged to Kaizen improve your process by your next process. The last one is multi-layered feedback cycles. Japanese quality manufacturers maintain several layers of feedback cycle, such as whole business layer, such as by building lean and open organization. Interdivisional layer, such as concurrent engineering. Neighborhood process layer, such as front loading or shift left. And single process layer, such as by mob Kaizen or quality circle. Okay, let's go back. From the people view, in order that people make themselves perseveringly smarter, feedback or shift left would be a good way. But how can you succeed in feedback or shifting left? It's only starting early all you need. If you just start early, can you succeed in shifting left? No, shifting left is not so easy. One way for successful feedback or shifting left is to give insight. But without any methodology, you could make just a shallow idea. So TKM Japan provides methodologies to extract insights such as statistics, 5 whys, 5-game methodology, and anti-patterns. First, statistics can make insights from iterative work, for example, mass production, or even software development in many iterations. But statistics sometimes give wrong impressions in its conflict. Second, 5 whys. Why? 5 whys. It's one approach for a root cause analysis. Multiple whys will guide essential causes and insights. But too many whys will lead meaningless cause, such as this bug was made because I am human. It's conflict. And the last one, 5-game methodology. 5-game, oops. It's difficult to explain because gen is the first syllable of Japanese word. Genba, genbutsu, genjitsu, genri, gensoku. 5 gen. Genba means actual concrete location. Genbutsu means actual concrete object. Genjitsu means actual concrete situation. And genri means nature. Gensoku means principle. It's a set of words to help to extract insights by shaking abstraction level. Genba Genbutsu Genjitsu order you to think concretely, and Genri Gensoku order you to think abstractly. Think concretely and think abstractly. Think concretely, think abstractly, concretely, abstractly, concretely, abstractly, concretely, abstractly, shake, 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 shake your brain. Shake your brain, and you can get an insight. But it's also conflict. Yes, you can find all these methodologies extracting insights need conflicts. And one more conflict. There are two kinds of insights, positive insights and negative insights. Positive insights are patterns how you can succeed. For example, design patterns in software development. Negative insights are patterns how you will fail. For example, bad code smells in programming. Developers will avoid, hate, and forget negative insights. But we quality assurance people should focus on, reuse, and love negative insights. And this is a conflict too. In other words, negative insight is called anti-pattern. In safety critical domain like automotive and aerospace, FMEA, failure mode and effect analysis, is a major review or analysis technique. It predicts critical failures in the design phase by considering potential failure modes in each unit and inferring their effects to other units. You testers may know FMEA is a parent of risk-based testing. The key to successful FMEA is whether failure modes are anti-patterns or not. In successful FMEA, for example, failure mode might be a crack because this hardware unit has a stress concentration point. Failure mode might be a corrosion because these neighbor materials have different electric potentials. Japanese quality manufacturers stores a lot of various anti-pattern-based failure modes and apply them in design reviews. This is a good front-loading or good shifting left. And this picture is a typical example of anti-pattern in design of toilet. The designer could predict such a design failure if he or she knew an anti-pattern of collision between a toilet bowl and a door in narrow space. Please remember, I am a consultant on software testing and quality assurance. My colleague and I have maintained a lot of negative insights. It's called software traps. It shows bug-prone requirements or designs. Okay, I give you a gift or takeaway. I introduce Rip Van Winkle trap. Do you know Rip Van Winkle? It's an American short story written in 1819. The outline is, after Rip Van Winkle returned from a walk into a mountain, everything is changed. That's all. To summarize, no problem. One of the Rip Van Winkle bug is eject disk process, forked from navigation process, was crashed by general protection fault because navigation process ended during mechanical ejection movement. We analyzed similar bugs and extracted the trap from them, like if a process was forked from a short-lived process and it needs physical duration, the process will lose the original execution point. So it usually causes a crash by general protection fault. Amazingly, we found a lot of bugs on the same Rip Van Winkle trap in different functions in the same project, in different functions in different projects, and in different companies. Amazing. So we have used the Rip Van Winkle trap as negative insight to avoid a lot of the same kind of bugs. It's good shifting left. Software trap is very powerful negative insight for quality assurance people for shifting left. Okay, up to now, you have met several conflicts. Conflict is a good source of insight. So you quality assurance people should embrace conflict. Embrace conflict. Embrace conflicts, and you will make insight. Still, there are two important concepts left in TQM. You quality assurance people should enhance core confidence. Testing and process can't assure quality perfectly. Exhaustive testing is impossible, even though expert testers can do their best. Process tends to be bureaucratic, even though people there avoid bureaucracy. So feeling of core confidence is very important. When everyone gains confidence in doing the best, and when everyone knows others do the best each other, you and your colleagues have core confidence. Successful quality assurance work needs core confidence. Core confidence brings you high quality. Insight will increase core confidence. But feelings of discomfort and uneasiness are signs of lack of core confidence. So our mission is to gain and keep everyone's core confidence. Testing and process are not missions, just tools. Testing is a melting pot of insights extracted and created by everyone. Process is a tool to share insights with everyone. In other words, mission of us quality assurance people is to circulate and expand insights in people and organization with enhancing core confidence. This is the last concept today of TQM in Japan, Nestle weakness. Alexander Pope said, "To err is human. Human being has bounded rationality. Everyone is imperfect. Everyone is weak. There are no perfect developer, no perfect Scrum Masters, and no perfect product owners. Someone would believe everyone must overcome his weakness alone. Someone would believe, but it is very, very difficult for almost everyone to overcome their own weakness alone. So weak quality assurance people should nurture everyone's weakness and support everyone in overcoming their own weakness together. Penalty or punishment doesn't work and doesn't avoid any failure. Don't throw bug information to make developers fix it. Instead, talk to developers who made bugs. Ask them whether they had core confidence. Listen to reasons why they couldn't feel or they couldn't tell you discomfort or uneasiness. And support them in extraction of negative insight. If you do so, he or she will overcome his or her willingness. So please nurture weakness. Based on the TQM mindset, what are differences between quality assurance and tester? As you found in this presentation, mindsets in high quality manufacturers in Japan are very similar to mindsets in modern testing and agile testing. So the agile testing quadrants could be expanded to quality assurance quadrants like this figure. From business facing to journey into quality forever, because business success is just one type of quality. From guide development to make everyone perseveringly smarter, because you should focus on the source of abilities of developers. From technology facing to enhance core confidence, because every technology works if a team has core confidence. From a critic product to Nestle weakness, because you should focus on the source of bugs. Okay, this is the last slide. I'm a 20 years experienced tester. I love testing. testing is very, very important work for quality. But quality assurance work needs various things other than testing. If you need quality assurance activities, you should be not hesitated to step outside from testing. Otherwise, you are changed to testing activities. Please do whatever is necessary for quality in your long journey for quality. Please make everyone perseveringly smarter. Technically, you should construct multi-layered feedback cycles and extract anti-patterns. Please enhance co-confidence. Don't make everyone compliant to rules, standards, or processes. And please nestle weakness. Please talk to developers who made a bug. Ask them whether they had co-confidence. Listen to reasons why they couldn't tell you discomfort or uneasiness. I hope you will be a good, excellent quality assurance engineer or manager. That's all my presentation. Thank you and good night.
Thank you, Nishi. We did have a couple questions that are in the chat. I'll go ahead and read them to you. Is that okay?
Sure.
What are some of these feedback loops that these companies have constructed? Sam asked.
What are some
feedback loops? It was an early part of the presentation. Sam, if you wanted to unmute and maybe ask it with more content.
Sure, yeah, I could just expand on that. So you had mentioned that, companies get insights from their users. And so I was just curious, what are ways that companies do get, the companies that you work with or know of in Japan, how do they get insights from their users? I'm just curious to know the ways that they do that.
Sure. Some companies behave as simulated users, and some companies make cross conversations to users in towns or electricity shop or car dealers and so on. And in some companies, engineers is the best customer, like an geek of products he made, and so on. Okay.
All right, and then also Angelo was asking, would you mind expanding on nestle weakness and give a little bit more of what that means or examples?
Excuse me.
Nestle weakness.
Nestle weakness がなんだって? Excuse me, please repeat the questions. Sorry.
It's okay. Angelo asks, please expand on nestle weakness. What does that term mean to you? I've not heard the term either, really.
Yeah. In some organization, quality assurance people punish or push penalty if the developer makes a bug. But developer who made a bug feels very sorry to make a bug by himself. So in Japan, good quality assurance people sit by the developer and he or she doesn't say anything first, but first he or she listen carefully to the developer's mind voice, internal voice. So through this listening process, the confidence is generated in the developer's mind. It means before such a generation, engineers sometimes think quality assurance is enemy. They are rules, they are processes, they are enemy. But after the generation of confidence, developers can recognize quality assurance people is friend, is colleague. So to nestle weakness generates confidence or change the mind of developers from quality assurance is enemy to quality assurance is colleague.
Okay. I hope that. Go ahead. I hope that was helpful. I was thinking maybe it was just try not to be accusatory in a way to the developers from a mindset standpoint. Perhaps that would be one way of saying it. There was one other question from Yingke Kwang, and it was, are you basically saying quality via testing alone is necessary but not sufficient?
Yes, necessary but not sufficient.
Okay.
I defined the quality assurance career into 3 different roles. One is test engineer. They evaluate product. They evaluate value of system or service. The second one is quality assurance. Quality assurance makes organization or people smarter. And third one is SET, software engineer in test, automation engineer. So their mindset is similar to developer. So testing is very important, but just one side. So my answer is yes.